A story that knows. The strangest thing about reading to the elderly is how quiet the world gets, like time itself pauses in those musty, sunlit rooms. Today, though, something felt off before I even opened the door to Mrs. Evans' room. The air was heavier, thick with a smell like rain on cement, and when she handed me a sheet of paper, her hands trembled just enough for me to notice. She told me she'd written a story, and could I read it aloud, please? I smiled and agreed, not expecting that the story would be about me. It started innocently enough, my name on the page, my volunteer badge, even the book I'd been reading to her last week. But then, the story described details I'd never told anyone, like the faded bracelet I always wear, or how I hum nervously when I turn a page. The narrative grew darker, shifting from a simple recount of my daily routine to a minute-by-minute account of my evening plans. Mrs. Evans watched me silently, her eyes never blinking, as if she were waiting for something. By the time I reached the part where the story described a shadow at the crosswalk at 9:17 p.m., my hands were shaking. The story said I wouldn't see the car coming, that the headlights would be blinding, and that I'd fall to the pavement as Mrs. Evans sat in her room, listening for sirens. My heart thudded in my chest, but I kept reading, desperate to find a twist, a way out, some hint that this was just a story and not prophecy. As I finished the last line, Mrs. Evans smiled for the first time. "Thank you for reading," she whispered, and I realized the clock on her wall read 8:42 p.m. I left the nursing home in a daze, gripping the story like a lifeline. But the streets outside felt different now, emptier, the shadows longer, and every passing car seemed to slow just for me. I haven't decided yet if I'll go home tonight, or if I'll just keep walking, hoping that as long as I stay moving, the story won't catch up.